What is up, everybody? How you doing today? Oh, gorgeous day. A little firm this morning, but got some good footage. Nate Dogg shot me out here. So hey, let's talk about my pro model. Holy cow, it still doesn't even feel real to me. Feels like a dream come true. So I'm just like feel so fortunate and blessed that people were wanting the exact board that I was on, and yeah, I kind of helped Sean develop the incline twin. And then over this last fall, Katie, the marketing manager, and Sean decided to give it to me as my pro model. So wow, it's still like, yeah, like literally doesn't even feel real. But this is it. There's no special graphics for it or anything. You can definitely get the same ones I get, just the Donic logo and Next Level logo on it. But let's talk about it. So basically, is it right for everyone? Yes, it's the perfect board for everyone. Nah. And so this is what the characteristics of this board are. It's a traditional camber and for hard charging carbon. So when I'm really pressing in and jumping in and out of my turns, that camber really can help slingshot back and forth and deliver energy back, versus the shape of a rocker. It might be easier for beginners to not catch edges and stuff, but it doesn't deliver the performance that camber does. That's the main characteristic of the board, how it's shaped. The nose and tail, we basically took the nose and tail of the Park Twin and then just shortened it, I think 1 inch total, or maybe it's actually a bit more than that. So so we shortened the nose and tail so that you get more effective edge on the same length board. So basically that effective edge, then you get more edge hold during carving. It's not going to wash out as easily on you. And then the other benefit of that is with the short nose and tail, when you're riding fast especially, it's just super stable. You don't have this big, it's more like this, instead of way nose that sticks way out and starts chattering when you're going, and those are the bad board harmonics, and it makes riding really fast kind of sketchy. So this board is the most stable board I've ever ridden at high speeds. It's super stable with that. And then also for the buttering, that shorter nose and tail, it just kind of is a nice transition around when I drive my nose and tail into the snow. On a backside nose roll, say, I can just drive it in hard and nothing weird happens. It's just one smooth transition around. So no kinks, no weirdness. It's a no gimmicks board. That's how I'd describe it. A no gimmicks, hard charging carbon board. If you are a lighter weight rider and wanted the same shape, or they can actually use the core of the Park Twin if you request that. So that maybe be appropriate for lighter weight riders, or if you need to be able to do nose presses, tail presses on rails and boxes, or just easier, gentler buttering. But then the downfall of that is if you're hard carbon charging, then a board that's too soft, a softer board, can get noodly. So this is it's definitely a stiffer flex, so it's just stable as heck at speed. So like all the things that I do, I really think it's the best board in the world for it. So basically it was just designed for what I do and being able to take my style to the next level. And I'm definitely riding a whole nother level of where I dreamt about years ago when I was on some other more traditional style of board. So yeah, I'm just thrilled about this, and thrilled that Sean reached out to me and wanted to work with me, because yeah, I'm obviously an aging snowboarder, but I feel like every month I'm still taking my snowboarding to my next level, so my own next level. So I hope you guys can keep on capturing that same feeling for your own riding, because yeah, it's not all about half pipe and park. Once you kind of get older, it's kind of like a little too dangerous, even though I still like hopping in the pipe and some of the small jumps and rails. But do you have any questions about the board? Go ahead and ask away in the comments, and I'll do my best to let you know any other thoughts I have about it. Those are just the things on top of my head. But next, most important, if you want to test out these boards at the Donic demo at Nationals this coming weekend, there will be we'll have a handful of these with various lengths and widths, and then we also will have a ride along with Ryan Knapton. So on the 31st, the 1st, and the 7th. So if you want to ride with me, they have a couple of windows blocked out for a handful of people to go shred with, and link in the description to the Instagram link that has the details of that. So if you want to ride with me, join on that. If you want to just demo some boards, check out Copper this coming weekend and all next week. So yeah, I think that about covers it. But yeah, once again, feel so blessed. So thank you guys for the people that ordered my board, and yeah, I know some of you guys are actually really ripping on it, so that is awesome to see. Because oh, and then the last thing, the specs. So I'm on crazy specs. I'm using a 160. I like a board a bit past my chin in length. I'm on a 13-meter side cut radius, so these are specs that I don't recommend, because that's for big, fast, high-speed turns to be able to keep clean. I think you should work your way up on those side cut radius specs, because so each board's custom built with those kind of specs. You get to choose your length, the width, and the side cut radius, and then the model is the shape and flex and the board's profile and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend my specs. I'd work your way up. I keep kind of recommending 8.7 meter radius and maybe a 28 to 29 meter centimeter width if you're actually already carving really good and want to be carving deeper without booting out. So those are kind of the intro specs that I've been recommending, and Sean's been recommending for people who want to ride with my style. And once they can get used to that, then going up from there for even harder carving, charging, and getting bigger turns at high speeds. So yeah, hope that makes some sense with the specs and stuff. But thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you at Copper, and Kapla!